All right. Now, are you in the mood? Probably the #1 swing tune of all time, Glenn Miller's In the Mood. Well, we put you in the mood. Now we want you to get happy. This tune probably, well, long associated with the great Judy Garland. This song just seems to be Judy Garland's all the way, although other people have done it. And we hope that you'll enjoy our version of Forget Your Troubles, Come On, Get Happy. Get happy. How about a big hand for our dancers, the Dalhousie dancers? It's make-believe ballroom time. This next song, most of you, I'm sure, well associated with a singer by the name of Etta James, who had a big hit with it not too long ago. But actually, it goes all the way back to 1940, and a big hit for Glenn Miller, who recorded it in 1942. It was written by Harry Warren and Max Gordon for a movie called Orchestra Wives in 1940, and it became so popular that the Glenn Miller Band finally recorded it on May 20th, 1942. But Glenn Miller or Etta James, you'll know the song. It's called At Last. Our vocal is by Leslie Brown.
Are over,
Our vocalist, Leslie Broomhead. Take a bow, Leslie. Leslie Broomhead. Harry Warren, Mac Roach, at last. I mentioned that that song was written for a movie that starred Glenn Miller and the orchestra called Orchestra Wives. And here's a little trivia for you. One of the wives in that movie was a very, very young, and probably the first time in a picture for her, a very young Dale Evans, who later went on to become Mrs. Roy Rogers. She was one of the orchestra wives. This next one, probably, it sounds like something that was inspired by a trip to Las Vegas, more or less to the tables rather than the big shows there. This will feature our guitarist Wayne McIntyre and Greg Potier on trumpet for a thing called Double or Nothing. Do it. Double or Nothing. Whoa, Double or Nothing. Greg Portier on trumpet, take a bow. Wayne McIntyre on guitar. When I was very young, well, at least much younger than I am now, I worked at CJAD in Montreal. Any Montrealers here today? Thank you. Well, I don't know if you remember, but in those days, this was back in the early 50s, and the studios were located in the Legion building on Mountain Street. And we had the second and third floors. And up on the third floor, if you walked out of the studios, you could go into a balcony and look down into an auditorium where every Saturday night they had a dance there with the Johnny Holmes Band. And in the back, in the trumpet section of the Johnny Holmes Band, was a young Maynard Ferguson. So I got to know Maynard there. And I also, later, working in Sarnia, a place called Kenwick on the Lake, we used to do big band remotes, and I got to work with Maynard with, when he sat beside Doc Severinsen, and Johnny Olson with the Charlie Burnett Band. And then, of course, later on, he became a big star with the mighty Stan Kenton Orchestra. And he played with his own band, the Maynard Ferguson Orchestra, played here at the Rebecca Cohen Auditorium back a few years ago. And I got to sit backstage with him and sip some champagne, which he always had when he came off stage. So this is our tribute to the mighty Maynard Ferguson, who, by the way, is from Montreal. So this is a Maynard Ferguson favorite called Chameleon, the man of many colors. Chameleon. Maynard Ferguson's Chameleon. The last of the big bands, the ones that just went through the whole crew and stayed on forever, was, strangely enough, the swing bands that lasted were Woody Herman, and he was here, and the last big band that stayed around till it just couldn't stay around any longer was the Count Basie Band, and I hope those of you who got to see it at the Rebecca Cohen Auditorium a few years ago will remember that. But that was probably the swingingest, hardest rockin' band ever, ever, ever. And in the sax section of that band in the later years was a fellow by the name of Frank Foster, who, when Count Basie died, took over the band and kept it going until he died, and I don't know what happened to it after that. But this is a Frank Foster composition that he wrote and arranged for the Count Basie Band, and perhaps one of the most popular charts that the orchestra ever did. And we'll dedicate it to all the ladies who look so lovely when they wear those shiny stockings. Those shiny stockings every time. Frank Foster for the Count Basie Band. Well, guys like Frank Foster wrote for the Count Basie Band, and while Duke Ellington wrote hundreds, if not thousands, of original pieces, his right-hand man was Billy Strayhorn, who contributed greatly to the Ellington catalog, and it's very, very hard to tell where Duke left off and where Billy Strayhorn took over. Everybody associates this next song with Duke Ellington because it was recorded by the Ellington Band and probably one of the most popular compositions, but in fact, it was written by Sweet Pea, Billy Strayhorn, for his mother, who loved to wear satin. And this is Satin Doll. Leslie Broomhead on piano, Craig Portier on trumpet, Billy Strayhorn, Satin Doll for Duke Ellington. Duke Ellington recorded that as an instrumental, and it was years later that it had a lyric written to it, cigarette holder, which she digs me over her shoulder, she digs me. Those lyrics that were added later were by probably one of the greatest lyricists ever around by the name of Johnny Mercer, who usually wrote words to other people's melodies. There are a few rare occasions when Johnny Mercer wrote both words and music. One, of course, is Dream When You're Feeling Blue, and the other is this next song that features vocalist Ruth LaLasher. This is a song originally written, I believe, for Fred Astaire, so you might have to do a little tap dancing, Ruth. It's called Something's Gotta Give.
Something's gotta give, something's gotta give. When an irrepressible smile such as yours warms an old implacable heart such as mine, don't say no because I insist. Somewhere, somehow, someone's gonna be kissed. So on the fates have in store from their vast mysterious skies. I'll try hard, ignoring those lips I adore. But how long can anyone try? Fight, 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 fight it with all of our might. Chances are some heavenly star just as sure as we live. Something's gotta give, something's gotta give, something's gotta give.
Ruth LaLasher. Johnny Mercer lyric. Well, a tribute now to the great First Lady of Song, Ella Fitzgerald. Of course, Ella won the contest at the Apollo Theater and went on to sing with the Chick Webb Band, and when Chick died, later took over the orchestra and then eventually went out on her own and always will be the very First Lady of Song. This is her first big, big hit that was recorded way back when. This was recorded by the Chick Webb Band with Ella Fitzgerald on May 2nd, 1938. Oh my God, that's even older than I am. Here's Ruth LaLasher and the band with the original Chick Webb arrangement of, what is it?
A tisket, a tasket.
I lost my yellow basket.
A tisket, a tasket, a red and yellow basket. Wrote a letter to my mummy on the way. I dropped it, I dropped it, I dropped it. Yes, on the way I dropped it. A little girlie picked it up and put it in her pocket. She was a choking on down the avenue without a single thing to do. Peck, peck, pecking all around. When she spied it on the ground, she took it, my little yellow basket. And if she doesn't bring it back, I think that I will die. A tisket, a tasket, I lost my yellow basket. And if that girlie don't return it, don't know what I'll do. Oh dear, I wonder where my basket can be. Oh gee, I wish that little girl I could see. Oh, how was I so careless with that basket of mine? The itty bitty basket was the joy of mine. A tisket, a tasket, I lost my yellow basket. Won't someone help me find my basket and make me happy again? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Just a little yellow basket. A little yellow basket. Thank you.
Ruth Washer. Individually, they were known as Patty, Maxine, and Laverne. Collectively, the Andrews Sisters. Individually, here they are known as Judy, Leslie, and Ruth. Our version of the Andrews Sisters, with a couple of big Andrews Sisters hits that go all the way back to WW2. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Sweethearts of Song.
Thank you.
I wrote my mother. I wrote my father. And now I'm writing you too. I'm sure of apple tree with anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. No, 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 don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me till I come marching home. Don't go walking down Lover's Lane with anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. No, 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 don't go walking down Lover's Lane with anyone else but me till I come marching home. I just got word from a guy who heard from the guy next door to me. The girl he met just loves to pet and it fits him to a T. So don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me till I come marching home. Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me. With anyone else but her. No, 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 not a single soul but me. No, 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 don't you sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me. Not till you see me. Not until you see me marching home. Home, 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 sweet home. Don't go walking down Lover's Lane with anyone else but me. Anyone else but her. No, 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 not a single soul but me. No, 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 don't you go walking down Lover's Lane with anyone else but me. Not till you see me. Not until you see me marching home. Home, 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 sweet home. Just wait till I come marching home. Woo! Home. Then we'll go arm in arm and we'll sit down under the apple tree, baby, just you and me, till I come marching
Wow. Ruth Lasher, Leslie Broomhandle, and Judy McIsaac, the sweethearts of swing. Dan Ho! Are you ready for more? Here's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy.
Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He was a top man at his craft, but then his number came up and he was gone with the draft. He's in the army now, a blowing reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy, Company B. They made him blow a bugle for his Uncle Sam. It really brought him down because he couldn't jam. The captain seemed to understand, because the next day the cap went out and drafted a band. And now the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy, Company B. A toot, a toot, a tootly-at-a-toot. He blows at 8 to the bar. In boogie rhythm, he can't blow a note unless the bass and guitar is playing with him. He makes the company jump when he plays reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy, Company B. He was some Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. And when he played Boogie Woogie Bugle, he was busy as a bee. And when he played, he made the company jump 8 to the bar. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy, Company B. A toodly toodly yada, toodly yada, toot toot. He blows at 8 to the bar. He can't blow when he plays reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy, Company B. He puts the boys to sleep the boogie every night and wakes them up the same way in the early ride. They clap their hands and stamp their feet because they know how he plays and someone gives him a beat. He really breaks it up when he plays reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy, Company B. Da 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 da. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy, Company B. Thank you.
Leslie Broomhead, Judy McIsaac, Ruth Lasher, Sweethearts of Swing. That's our program for the afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very, very much. How about a nice big hand for Derek Lasher and the Chebucto Big Band.
Come on, Halifax.
Sweethearts of Swing.
Show everyone you love them.
And how about a big hand for the Dalhousie Dancers as well?
That's right.
Thank you very much. It's been a great audience. Hope to see you all again very soon. Keep swinging.